Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving into the incredible life of a woman who didn't just capture America's heart, but seemed to defy time itself, Betty White. Born in 1922, Betty White lived a remarkable life that spanned nearly a century, entertaining generations and remaining vibrant until the very end. How did she manage to maintain her energy, optimism, and sharp wit well into her 90s? What were her secrets to aging with such grace and humor? In this video, we'll explore Betty White's approach to longevity, her lifestyle choices, her diet, and the mindset that kept her going. Whether you're looking for some inspiration to stay young at heart, or you're curious about how one woman stayed relevant for more than 80 years, stay tuned to discover Betty White's secrets to a long and happy life. Let's start with a quick snapshot of Betty White's career. From starring in television shows like The Golden Girls and The Mary Tyler Moore Show, to becoming the oldest person ever to host Saturday Night Live at the age of 88, Betty White's career is a testament to perseverance, talent, and a love for life. But Betty was more than just her career. She was a living example of how to age joyfully. Even in her final years, Betty showed us that age is truly just a number. She was active on social media, constantly cracking jokes, and even making public appearances. This public image makes you wonder, what exactly kept her going with such youthful energy for so long? Let's break it down, from her daily habits to her approach to life itself. The power of positivity. One of Betty White's best-known philosophies on aging was her commitment to positivity. She frequently credited her long life and well-being to staying optimistic and not taking things too seriously. In several interviews, she said, "Don't take yourself too seriously. You can lie to others, not that I would, but you cannot lie to yourself." This is a key lesson that can apply to all of us. As we get older, we often become weighed down by worries and stress, but Betty's approach was all about looking at the bright side of things. There's scientific evidence supporting the idea that a positive outlook can lead to a longer life. According to research from Harvard, optimists are more likely to live longer and enjoy better physical and mental health. Betty White was living proof of this. Her ability to laugh at life and herself was integral to her longevity. Humor was her natural medicine. She often made light of her age, joking about turning 100. For example, she once quipped, "I don't feel any different. I'm still just Betty." Her outlook was one that could make even the toughest situations seem a little lighter. Whether in personal challenges or professional pressures, Betty always seemed to bounce back with humor and grace. Betty White's diet. Everything in moderation. Now let's talk about her diet, an area where you might be surprised by Betty's choices. She was not one to follow strict diets or health fads. Instead, she believed in balance and moderation. She famously said, "I love hot dogs and French fries. I can't help it." And while many might think this contradicts typical health advice, there's something to be said about indulging in the foods you love in moderation. Betty wasn't big on dieting. She often joked about her love for junk food, particularly hot dogs, which she said were one of her favorite foods. However, Betty's diet was balanced by the fact that she didn't overeat. She believed in eating in moderation and didn't restrict herself unnecessarily. Betty enjoyed her meals but never went overboard, a strategy that many nutritionists today would agree helps maintain health in the long term. Her diet wasn't the typical clean eating plan we often hear about today, but it worked for her. This shows that sometimes the key to longevity isn't about following the latest diet trends, but rather finding balance and enjoyment in what you eat. Lifelong learning and curiosity. One of the biggest secrets to Betty White's longevity was her constant curiosity about life. She never stopped learning. Whether it was mastering a new joke, discovering a new hobby, or staying updated on pop culture, Betty believed in keeping an open mind. She once said, "I just make it my business to get along with people so I can have fun. It's that simple." This attitude of constant engagement with the world around her kept her connected to younger generations and current trends, which helped keep her youthful in spirit. Betty White wasn't stuck in the past. She was always moving forward. For example, when she hosted Saturday Night Live at 88 years old, she didn't shy away from edgy humor or modern trends. This adaptability and willingness to embrace change is something that many older individuals struggle with, but it was one of Betty's strengths. Staying engaged with the world is one of the best ways to stay young at heart, and Betty did this with remarkable ease. Surrounding herself with friends and family. Another major aspect of Betty White's longevity was her strong social ties. Betty always surrounded herself with friends and family, keeping her socially active throughout her life. Research has consistently shown that maintaining a close network of friends and family is crucial for mental and emotional health, especially as we age. Betty lost her beloved husband, Alan Ludden, in 1981, and while she never remarried, she remained close with her friends and co-stars. Her social circle was a source of joy, laughter, and support, which kept her spirits high even in difficult times. The support system around her, along with her love for animals, helped her maintain her positive outlook on life. In interviews, Betty often expressed her gratitude for her friends and the relationships that sustained her. It's clear that surrounding yourself with the people you love is a key ingredient to living a long, happy life. Secrets of Betty White's skincare routine. While Betty wasn't known for following elaborate beauty routines, she did emphasize the importance of moisturizing. She credited much of her youthful appearance to staying hydrated and keeping her skin moisturized. She believed in taking care of her skin, but didn't obsess over it. Betty's skincare philosophy was simple: take care of your skin and protect it from the sun. Her daily routine didn't involve a complicated list of products, but she believed in using products that worked for her. Again, her approach was all about balance, taking care of herself without overdoing it. The power of laughter and humor. Finally, we can't talk about Betty White without mentioning the role humor played in her life. Laughter was perhaps the most important part of her longevity strategy. Betty White was known for her comedic talent and quick wit, and she brought that into her daily life. Research has shown that laughter can have numerous health benefits, including reducing stress and boosting the immune system. Betty White's life was filled with laughter, whether she was making others laugh or finding the humor in everyday situations. It was her natural remedy for everything from aging to dealing with life's challenges. Betty's ability to laugh at herself and the world around her was one of the things that kept her feeling young. She believed in the healing power of laughter and always sought joy in life. In the end, Betty White's secrets to a long and happy life weren't about strict diets, intense exercise routines, or expensive beauty treatments. Her longevity came from her positive outlook, sense of humor, love for animals, and ability to stay engaged with the world. Her life serves as a reminder that aging gracefully is about more than just the physical. It's about staying young at heart,